The puzzle of perplexing position perfected in purple.
I progressed in my...
Reading a pamphlet thing. I still cannot believe I've been pronouncing that wrong the entire time.
I cannot believe it myself.
Probably mentioning it weird.
So I wake up this morning thinking, okay, I got a recording session, I gotta prepare because I gotta be emotionally there in order to be funny. And so I think we're gonna have some good bits today. And I didn't think that And I did not think that the longest bit we would have today, the longest running bit, would be, is it a pamphlet or a pamphlet?
I'm sorry, is it not? It probably isn't funny. I'm just, confused.
It is really funny.
That I've been pronouncing it wrong my entire 18 years of life. My 18th birthday was just this past something
Happy
date.
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday on the channel.
And I have been pronouncing it wrong all 18 years.
Oh, I can't...
What did you learn 18 years of life? How to pronounce the word pamphlet.
Hey, you can add that to your speech.
Yeah, literally. So I had a surprise... Oh my gosh. My surprise birthday party. I love my parents. They're so amazing. But I was so confused when I walked in. So I got a job at the church where they had it, and they said I had to go in to help Janet, who I'm taking over for. And I was like, yeah. And we hear all this hubbubaloo in the main foyer. So she's like, hey, you want to go see what's happening? I was like, sure, but are we supposed to? Because aren't they doing something? So we walk out. I'm like in super secret agent mode, trying not to disturb people. And I come out and everyone looks at me. And I'm like, oh no, I interrupted. I messed it up. And everyone's staring at me, and I know everybody there, and I'm like, why are all these people here? And someone screams, happy birthday, and I'm like, oh!
It was a surprise.
That's what, but I was so confused. And then they said, because it's your 18th birthday, you need to give a speech. And that is how I looked. I looked at Luigi right there. I didn't know what to do, so...
You called him Luigi,
He is Luigi. And so my speech consisted of this. What have I learned in 18 years of life? God is amazing, hats are really awesome, and so are dance moves. And I can add that I learned how to pronounce pamphlet.
Yeah, that's funny.
You unless you don't die in the first 5 seconds.
I probably will.
Yeah.
I love how Mario just looks up and it just opens the door. Like, hey, I'm here.
It's a long way up. That's my Mario sound.
Pika.
Chew!
No.
Oh.
No!
The fish guy.
It's okay, Kirsti.
He looks like an owl.
You are the best at this.
Like the kind of owl you'd ask how many licks it would take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. Let's find out. A 1, a 2, and then he bites it because he's a mean owl and he's not helping you on your journey and he eats the Tootsie Roll Pop.
Sounds like you were working through some stuff there.
I know, right? Commercial.
Ooh, so in order to get him out of that entrance, I need to lure him away and then whoop. Okay.
And then die.
And then die. Yeah. That was my plan all along.
Oh, the evil plan.
Ah. Fan fictions are gross.
You're gross.
So I use this site called Wattpad to write books.
I thought it was Wattpad.
It is. I just call it Wattpad.
Wattpad.
So I think I go all the way over here, man. Yeah.
How did you do that?
I don't know how to explain it.
Exit! The castle sign has an exit. The castle has an exit.
Wait, that was the wrong door. I didn't get the secret. It's okay. Well, so I use Wattpad, and so I write my books on there and publish them there.
Ooh, what's the name of your book?
The Legend of Gavin Land. So.
Oh, you made a T-shirt off of that? That's not an actual thing. It is an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt.
That's the only picture I have of you is when I took of you in the bookstore, and and you're wearing that shirt.
Well, so basically, the reason I bring this up, I'm not just shamelessly plugging the fact that I have a book in here.
You are shamelessly plugging.
I'm so sophisticated in my writing. The reason I mention this is you have these lists. You have these lists of categories. I'm number 200 in fantasy. But the first 200 ahead of me are all fan fictions for K-pop groups. It's so bad. Yeah, they're the BT. Great job.
Darn!
It's okay.
I keep on dying. I feel like I'm just like a filler for you to do really good. For you to do even better than you look like you're doing.
Hey, you're making me look good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I died so many deaths.
I'll give you some. There.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you.
So, it's just drowning in fan fiction, so I hate fan fictions even more. Ah, wrong level. It's a fine. It's a me.
It's me, Luigi.
The microphone is like right where Luigi is, so it's really
I know,
bad.
right? It's hard to see, but yeah, you're still doing amazing.
It's because I have like the layout of everything memorized.
Uh-huh.
That's how much I played this game when I was younger. Don't worry, it's slapstick. It's good. That's not slapstick. What is that? I don't know.
Oh, slapstick?
Ow! You genuinely were slapping me there.
I did. Slapstick comedy.
Ow.
On a show where there's not video, so it's not funny.
You just have like somebody, if anybody is an animator and wants some weird concept to animate, just draw like a twig and like have like a person start just smacking it because it's slapstick. Luigi, course clear.
Good job. Good job, Luigi. It's an ongoing thing in my family. Whenever someone does anything, they pick up a fork. Good job, Gabe.
Oh, really?
They just walk to me. It's just, we just do that. We support each other randomly.
Do you want to try the ghost house again, or do you want to go to the water level?
I'll go to the water.
Yeah.
Look, I can press this button. Good job, Kirsti. It's just random. Awesome. It's my family.
I know her.
Good job, Gabe.
All right.
I can't see past his microphone.
Yeah. You just have to work through it. It's so we get the best sound, just the worst gameplay. Hey, you got a feather. Go grab that feather. There you go. See?
How do I do this?
Just, I think. So if you click Z, you'll like float up a bit. Oh no, it's X. There you go.
No! No! No!
No! You're safe. Uh-oh. So you can like... Okay, I'll just let you die. It's okay.
You're mean.
Well, I don't know how to help you. I mean, we're in the harder later levels where
Kirsti's just so bad at this.
like we're just giving you harder and more difficult things to do as you progress.
No!
It's like, hey, the arrow that points to death made of fish. Welcome to Mizu
Conspiracy
Sushi.
theory confirmed. Fish are death.
Me and my dad went to Mizu's, and it was hilarious recently.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been to Mizu's?
Isn't that the one where it's like an all-you-can-eat restaurant, but it's not a buffet? You like checkmark things?
Oh, it is a buffet, but you do checkmark things, and
Well,
it's all you can eat.
but it's not like a buffet where you go up and get it. They give you a list, and you check off what you want.
Yeah.
And you have to eat everything, or else they charge you for it.
Yes, that's actually.
I have a story about that too, but you go.
So it's just a sushi place, a really good sushi place, might I add. But the service there is like sometimes it can be awkward because a lot of the people there, it's a Japanese restaurant, so a lot of the people there, they don't speak English. And,
Well, very good English, but they know a little bit.
And they have like really heavy accents.
Yeah.
So it makes for some weird situations. Like the most notable, well, one of the least notable. I've got a lot of situations I can share with you because they all happened at the same time. So what happened first was so I ordered some dumplings because I love dumplings.
Yes.
And for some reason we had a double order and we were like, whoa, we have a lot of dumplings. We didn't order this many. It's okay, I like dumplings, I'll eat them. And so I like started eating one and I was like halfway finished with my first one and the waitress like exclaimed something in Japanese and then she just grabbed the dumplings and ran away with them. And I was like just holding the half-eaten dumpling like, okay. And then she brought back more dumplings. The amount we ordered, apparently they weren't ours. That's my guess.
Okay, so my dad and I went there when it first opened. And so they give you this checklist of a menu, and we do not like sushi. So we basically were looking for everything but sushi. And there was this miso soup. And we're like, sure, we'll try that.
No.
And we got it, and it was disgusting. We both hated it. But they state that if you don't eat everything, you get charged for what you don't eat. Yeah. And so there were other things we got, like the chicken katsu, which is this like fried chicken, and they had like hibachi type things, and they had dumpling. I mean, I didn't have the dumplings, I had spring rolls, and they're really good. So every time we finished a plate, we'd splash some drops of the soup on it, and then they'd take it, and then at the end, it was about only like a third of the soup left. When we were about to leave, we dumped it in one of our drinks when we were done with it. And so we didn't have to pay for the soup. We were like, yeah, we succeeded.
So,
we didn't have to eat or pay for this bad soup.
I didn't finish my story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Your story was a good. Your story's funny.
A good transition into you.
It is true about the not eating thing. So, what happened next? It slowly escalates. So the waitress comes back and is just like, "Do you want another menu?" And so we're like, "Yeah, we do." After we ate our dumplings, so she went away to get another menu. 10 minutes, nothing. 20 minutes, nothing. It's like she forgot about us, and so...
No! Death!
It's okay. Hey, Mr. Potato Head guy, it's okay. So we ended up, like, flagging her down and saying, "Please, can we have another menu?" And, so she gave us another menu, and we ordered. And so this time, we got I ordered some steak, because they have really good steak there.
Yeah.
And so we got our food, and the noodles and the steak didn't show up yet. So we were like, "Oh, okay, let's eat our appetizers and stuff first." So then suddenly she showed up with the noodles, and not the steak. She showed up with the noodles, and she gave us it, and I was like, "Thank you." And then she asked, "Is this steak rice yours?" And of course, there was like, but we were like getting really, really full. So it was kind of like a panic situation. It was like, we can't eat that. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
So we're like, I don't know. I don't think so. And it was like that. I said it like that. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she went away. And then she came back with the steak rice. And she put our menu on the table, pointed to where we had marked the steak rice, and then she put the rest on the table and she left.
Did you eat it?
So it gets worse.
Oh gosh.
Because we had to eat the rice, and we were so full, and it was not good rice. They don't have good rice there. They have good everything else, but not good rice.
They have good noodles. Their noodles
Really
are
good noodles. I ate the noodles, and then it was time to get to the rice. And so we could not eat it. Like, we could not. It was...
We're just telling conversations of us deceiving Japanese restaurants of not eating things because we don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing... It's not quite... It's a little bit worse than yours.
Oh gosh.
So I suggested, what if we smuggled the rice out in my pocket?
Oh no!
In the pockets of my coat.
Oh gosh.
So, but as I did that, I did a hand motion, because that's how I do things. I do hand motions. And it was really bad because there was a water glass, and so I like knocked the glass over all over the place, and it like sprayed all over the cushions.
Did you knock it over the rice? Because you could have knocked it over the rice and said, "Oh, I spilled my..."
No, we just spilled water. Well, I spilled water everywhere, and the waitress came back with the bill right as I did that. And so she's like, "Are you ready for your bill?" And we're like, "Yes."
Let us leave.
Yeah, let us leave. And so we filled out the bill, and we just left the rice there.
Did they charge you for it?
No, I think they were... She saw that I spilled the glass, and there was the situation with the rice where she had to point it out like, "Yeah, you did order it." So they're like, "Just let him leave."